First of all, it makes you aware that your days are numbered. When you're in your 20s or 30s, you think, I've got these vast horizons of time in front of me. I've got 40, 60, 70 years. I can waste it. I can do all this stuff. No, you could die tomorrow. Even when you're young, you could die tomorrow. It can be taken away from you. Believe me, I know how much was taken away from me in one split second. It can happen. You have no control over it, right? That awareness makes you suck every second of life with more intensity, more vitality, more awareness, more gratitude, because it can be taken away at any moment. So it actually, the awareness and closeness with death opens your eyes and opens your whole body and makes you more aware and vital and aware of life. It also makes you more empathetic. I remember one day I was in New York City. It's actually just before my stroke. I just finished the book. I was walking through the city where my publishers are. It was like before the book came out. And I was looking at all the people walking by me. I forget, it was on the west side, some busy street, I think 6th Avenue. And I was imagining, in 100 years, all of these people will be dead. None of them will be alive, right? Every single one of them will be dead. And I started looking at them and I started seeing them. And it was kind of a real poignant moment where even people who I might have initially been a bit repelled by because they were obese or I don't know, they didn't wear a Trump hat, but there was something that rubbed me the wrong way. I go, they're going to die. They're mortal. They're afraid. They have the same insecurities as I do, the same vulnerabilities as I do. It made me feel a great wave of empathy towards them and connection. So understanding, I quote in the book, Daniel Defoe's Journal of the Plague Year, which is like the coronavirus. He was 5 years old when the plague hit London in the 1660s. And then later in life, he wrote a journal. It was kind of a fictional account of the plague. And his idea was that at a certain point in the plague, people were so aware of death that they came upon an incredible connection to each other. It didn't matter if you were wealthy or what class you were in, you were going to die as well. The plague could hit you. And so it made everybody feel like this kind of incredible, insane connection between you. And he said that the plague just sort of wiped away like this kind of hot knife scalpel. It wiped away all of the divisions in our society and it made everybody feel connected. And that's what an awareness of death can do. It can also make you aware of what I call the sublime, which is the subject of my next book, by the way, of all that kind of transcends human existence, that your little pitiful 80 years on this planet are going to be dwarfed by billions of years of the universe, cosmic history, that you're this tiny little ant on a planet in this vast universe, that you're not important, but feeling that you're a part of that incredible scheme is actually kind of a mind blower. It's like having ayahuasca. I'm trying to write a book that's going to have the same effect as taking ayahuasca, to make you aware of how insanely mind-blowing it means to actually be alive, to be actually talking to Brian Rose on Zoom in 2020, when 100,000 years ago, our ancestors were hitting bones on the ground and couldn't even talk. It's actually an insane idea, right?
Wow.
You can't even conceive of it, okay? So you're aware of mortality, opens your mind up to these other sublime thoughts. These are kind of the benefits that can come from it. I could go on and on. Better to read the book, but that's sort of the gist of it.